Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, it is day 3 of the grandest party of them all, and in today's video, we're taking the boy, Luffy, versus Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, into the grand party game mode, once again, seeing how he rocks, see how he rolls, because this particular time around, the rule set does favor him quite heavily. Obviously, free spirit characters are getting buffed, Dex types, which he also buffs, are getting pretty good boosts, and Luffy's not a int or psi character, so he's not getting any nerfs as a leader. So hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Let me know in the comment section who you guys are using as your leaders for this particular season, as it's a bit of a weird one, obviously just purely trying to nerf int gear 5 and psi gear 5. But we'll use quick gear 5. So with that said, let's open. Alright, so we found this Roger and Whitebeard build. It's been a hot minute since I versed Roger Whitebeard. Pretty interesting leader, actually, because they don't actually get affected by the type nerfing being neither psi nor int, even though the character actually is a dual psi int character. In PvP, they're actually typeless, so that actually works out quite well to avoid those particular debuffs. Now, obviously, we can see the first fight, makes it a lot easier, so we can slap our Dex team in the front there. Going up against Quick, we shouldn't have too many issues whatsoever. I did see a Kaido fight. I was tempted to try it. Versus Kaido right now is probably your best option for leaders, and I don't really want to take him on, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. He's so unpredictable. Like, in Gear 5, obviously, just, like, is the worst to fight, but, Dex Kaido, he's not too far behind, because, like, he can hit you with that burst in the last 50 seconds, or, like, not even in the last 50 seconds, like, as soon as you get your special charges, and he just sort of, like, stuffs your entire fight up. Like, he just does some serious damage, man. Some serious damage. On top of the fact that, like, you actually have to fight versus Kaido, he's always going to be in there somewhere. Can be a little bit annoying. But, on the other side, we are actually using versus Kaido on our teams, because he's very, very strong. And obviously, if we have versus Luffy, we have versus Kaido. In hindsight, this was literally just my versus Kaido build. I just put Luffy on the quick team instead of Kaido, and then sort of kept the free spirit sort of comp. The other option for you guys is you could try and run fighters, and I really emphasize the word try. Like, you can try and run fighters, but fighters really need a lot of help. You could do something with strength, though. Strength is definitely a really good option for versus Luffy, as there are a lot of fighter characters on the strength team. Stuff like Anniversary, Snake Man / Gear 5, the strength one. Then you have like Kobe, Jack, they're all fighter characters. The pirate recruit Sanji, and how you can throw Vivi on that team and just go crazy with speed. She's a free spirit character, so she gets buffs, and then obviously free spirits are getting boosted for this particular season too. So you could definitely do some stuff with strength. Strength are fine this season. Definitely fine. Problem with strength is there is a lot of quick running around, and strength isn't really in a spot where it's like comfortably beating most Dex teams. So Dex is just too strong right now. Way too strong. With the release of Alvia, Pizarro, 6+ Lucci, Usopp, Frankie, Dex Kaido, and Sanjo and Wolf, like, yeah, strength really struggles taking it down. Alright, so we are going to have to deal with a burst here. I feel like we're going to have to deal with a burst anyway. I actually don't remember what the condition is for Roger Newgate and their burst. Is it take damage? No, it's not take damage, is it? Yeah, it is take damage. Alright, well, they're going to do the burst. Ours is actually take damage as well. So they're going to do a massive HP cut, and then we're just going to throw it all back at them. And with that, it's actually going to charge their burst in turn, which is actually fine. Well, not really. It didn't do that much damage. Okay, cool. Well, that's a wrap. Like, you're not surviving this. This team has so much defense drops, and obviously versus Kaido is meant to be in that Luffy spot. So, like, with Magellan, Blackbeard, and then, like, Cross-Guild with and smoothing the rollback, the defense drop rollback strat, it's just, like, it's so hard to take on. So, I ain't got to bore you guys. Let's move on. That's the first fight. Look, Roger Newgate, honestly, you see them nowadays, definitely pick them up as a fight, because they're definitely one that you should be able to get an easy dub for. Let's move on to the next fight. 10th Anniversary Shanks, another character that actually gets affected by the psi nerf, but another character like Yamato that has a lot of bursts under his belt, so having the 1 reduction honestly doesn't hurt him that much. He's going to have 3 bursts. So I thought, hey, let's try and take him on. I did find another, like, Anniversary Shanks, 10th Anniversary Shanks team, and it just seemed way bigger. There was a strength team there that I really wanted to fight, but there was also a slasher team, and I really wanted to use this particular quick team against the slash team just because of Blackbeard. I was going to chop and change things and then move Blackbeard over to my Dex team and then fight it that way, but I just really didn't want to change stuff, to be honest. So I just hit the refresh button, got a whole bunch of Kaidos, freaked out, hit the refresh button again, and look, here we are. So we're going to use the Quick team up against Slashes first. Quick have a tendency to just like, or with Blackbeard, have a tendency to mollywop Slashes. If you don't have defense on your Slashes or HP on your Slashes, the Quick team will punish you. Like, look at that. Like, that was from a Magellan special. Magellan did that. Like, people say Magellan 6 Foss is actually bad in Rumble, which is crazy to me. So I see Slashes, I put Blackbeard there, and it's basically just a win in Grand Party nowadays. And with that, we actually just like easy clap that fight. Okay, that was just disgustingly easy. Let's skip this. We don't have to worry about the rest of this fight. Did Magellan get his special back again? Holy. Magellan's just like a speedy boy. He's a shooter though, so he does get the extra cooldowns as well, so it does make sense. We're going to move into the second fight with our Dex team. Our Dex team isn't perfect. With this particular comp, because I'm using Bizarro on my Free Spirit team, which, ironically, you guys haven't seen yet. Bizarro is over on the Free Spirit team, just to make that a 8-man build. You can actually do stuff with the new 5+ PKA Kuzen. He's actually really good for Free Spirit builds. Definitely one that I want to look into. As the Korean first Kuzen's really good off the bench, but like if you guys are struggling to make 8-man teams, like that Kuzen might be like the best option to put in the front lines over something like that Korean first Kuzen. The PvP one. Alright, okay, we got a bunch of special rollback, which is great. Usopp in the front lines is just so nice to get this, like, to get the CD reduction. Alright, Pell didn't get any kills there. That's kind of... Look, it's alright. It's okay. Kaido going in the first 30 seconds is just not fair, man. Like, it's not fair at all. Dex are just in such a good spot this season. They have so many good characters to get buffed as well. Like, obviously, we have Ace, Lucci, and Usopp all getting 3 CD from the class rule set, as well as then the full Dex team getting the 3 CD. Like, 18 cooldown, 15 cooldown on Kaido. It's not okay. And then, obviously, Pell's a slasher, too. Yeah, right. So, like, you're just getting cooldowns out the wazoo with this team. And then the damage output, like, the damage output is crazy. Ace is hitting it for 25k. Like, not much is standing in front of that, man. Like, not much is standing in front of that. Let's move on to the final fight. We're tearing through these fights today. Holy moly. Alright, so the final fight's going to be against Roger and Odin. Again, we have a quick team. And then moving into an int team, which is going to be very interesting. And then the final team is probably going to be Slashes. So we'll dive in. Roger and Odin, very powerful leader. The downside to Roger and Odin is they buff strikers, which I didn't love this season. I was going to do something with them on day one with the autofill, but I ended up going with En Mizora just because En Mizora had better classes. The striker buff for Roger and Odin is kind of a miss. And the fact that these guys are running a 6-man team with Roger and Odin, like, brother, just put on 1 cost units. You need 8 quick units. Read the kit of the unit, my guy. But at the end of the day, this is just going to be an easy win for our Dex team. Lucci just, like, tears through the quick lineups. They have a lot of cooldowns, though. Not as much as we do, though, because, you know, the Dex meta this season's gone crazy. The kind of just still goes so fast. Okay, we got the damage over time on literally everyone, which is kind of nuts. Pell's going to go, and what's their defense looking like? They're on 18 defense, so they should tank this fairly nicely. Beautiful. Izo Kiku is going to hit us. Hopefully they don't... No, they don't special bind. They only special bind strength characters. Yeah, that's peanut damage, lad. This is going to hurt, so I hope you're ready for this. The big dog coming in clutch. Man, I honestly want to put more posters into my verse Kaido purely for how hard he hits in PvP. Obviously, you can use quick and dex posters being verse Kaido versus Luffy. So there's also that. We've actually taken quite a bit of damage for our burst. It's kind of fun seeing as we've only seen our burst literally once this entire time. It's just so nice not having to deal with it in Luffy, man. It's so nice. Like, is this what you guys get to do every single season when you just don't fight in Gear 5s? Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like I'm always fighting in Gear 5. And, like, this is a dream. This is a walk down Candy Lane. Jeez Louise. All right, Free Spirit team. Obviously, they do have Int Luffy. This is not a good Int team, so I wasn't too scared to just throw my team there. Plus, look, this is win 9, so, like, we're at the point end of the season. Make sure you guys are using the change leader strat. Ideally, you want to be at least changing your leaders or run in Gear 5 Luffy for crying out loud. Do something like that. But if you change your leader, it just allows people to get free wins, if I'm being honest. Like, a team without a burst is a team that at a massive disadvantage, and that's a big reason why they decided to say, hey, let's take away the int gear 5 burst so that no one can use him. Which kind of sucks, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's great that you don't have to fight in gear 5s, but like, if you have in gear 5 and you're used to using in gear 5, then, and even Psy gear 5, a lot of people still run Psy gear 5, 6+, then you're probably in a rough time this season not having too many characters leveled up for particular GP bursts and GP leader skills and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a shame. I don't think it's the answer to the in gear 5 problem. I think they just need to find a character that can counter him, kind of like what they've done with Roger, or kind of what they did with Psy gear 5. They countered Psy gear 5 with int gear 5, so like it is doable. Who are we going to lose? Okay, we lost Bizarro and Nami Karina. That's kind of annoying. We don't have any Psy characters, so this shot from your Rogue doesn't exist. What do you even do, Jinbot? Alright, well, let's use it. We're here, right? Gum Gum Lightning. Nice. Got a few kills there. The Kid Law affects Driven and Powerhouse units, I'm pretty certain. Okay, wow, we just sort of jumped the queue there. As we should, because we got forced out. Not that Nami Karina jumped the queue, she's the one that we wanted to jump the queue. Some defense drops, some paralysis, and then a little bit of damage. Just some baby dick damage. Alright, that's going to be a wrap now. It's over. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This was a very fast day 3. Literally getting it all done on the second fight for all of our fights today, which is really good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Like I said at the start, let me know in the comment section below who you guys are using as your GP leaders this particular season, because obviously, like, this is a wonky one. If you have Verskaido, I would highly recommend using Verskaido. He's going to make your life a lot easier. However, versus Luffy, he does do things. He's not a bad little chap. He's a good little guy. I'm very okay with Luffy this season. He did very, very well. As for the end of day 3, make sure you guys are please changing your leaders. Like, at least just go in, edit your leader, select someone on the bottom row there so people know what the hell's going on, and then, you know, call it a day. Stereotypically, if you choose a PvP rare recruit or legend, it tells me that you've got the change leader strat. However, you can hit that auto edit button as well, and that will sort of just automatically choose your best characters and put them on really wonky teams, and that will just allow people to get free wins. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to use this team again at the end, but hopefully if you see my team, you can take it on and you'll know what's coming. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later!